Hi everyone, this video is on exercise 12C, question 1. So in the previous video, I showed that how can we differentiate the questions A, B, D, and F. Basically, in all of them, we use this principle that tells us if we have a function f of x, and that's in the form x to the power of n can be anything. It can be integer, a rational number, anything, a real number, basically. So if we want to differentiate this, we basically write down the power and then we write down x or the function because sometimes that can be a different thing. Anyway, but we write down x here and then the power is going to be reduced by 1. So that's the general form. And here, for example, we had x to the power of 7. So if we differentiate this, 7 comes down and then it's going to be x to the power of 7 minus 1, which is 6. Okay, now in this video, I'm going to do G, J, L, and M and P. So we have, as you can see, different formats of x to the power of n, but essentially we use the same method for all of them, even though they don't look the same. So for the first one, that f of x is x to the power of minus 3, what we do is that, as usual, we write down the power first, so that becomes a coefficient, and then the next thing is writing x, and then the power is going to be minus 1. So in this case, minus 3 minus 1 is minus 4. So this is the derivative. For the next one, as you can see, it's not in the form x to the power of n because it's in the form 1 over x to the power of n. So as soon as you notice that it's not in the form of x to the power of n, you should make the function in that form. So in this case, 1 over x to the 5 is equal to x to the power of minus 5, right? So now it's in the form x to the power of n. So we can differentiate this. And again, the power comes down, which is minus 5, then x, and then minus 5 minus 1 is minus 6. So this is the derivative. Once again, we have something that is not in the form of x to the power of n. Again, we just need to write this in that form first. So it's worth mentioning that the cube root of x can be written as a fractional power from chapter 1, and that's 1 over x to the power of a third. Now, if you want to write this in a form of that's x to the power of n, it's obviously going to be x to the power of minus a third. And now we can differentiate this. So that's equal to the power, which is minus 1 over 3 times x, and then minus 1 over 3 minus 1, which is minus 4 over 3. And this is the derivative. Okay, m. Basically, this one, we just need to find the product first and then differentiate that. So yeah, it looks like in the form of x to the power of n, but it can be simplified, right? So it's going to be x to the power of 9. And now let's differentiate this. So it's just going to be 9x to the power of 10. Sorry, 9x to the power of 8, because it's going to be subtracted by 1. Okay, and then p, which is sort of similar to m, we first need to find what is x squared over x to the power of 4. That's just a simple division, and that's equal to x to the power of minus 2. And now its derivative is equal to minus 2x to the power of minus 3. Okay, that's it for this video, and thank you for watching.